Good, great blessings to everyone. Grand risings to everyone. This is Sipping and Spilling the Tea with Riviera. And I'm going to talk about Do You See Me? See, I wanted to talk about this because it was way heavy on my heart this morning to talk about the subject. Do you see me? See, as I was driving my son to school this morning, and we were talking about everyone has a purpose. Every tree, every grass, every rock, every insect, every bird, animal, you name it. Everybody has a purpose on this world. Do you know your purpose? So we start going on about our purpose and finding. And he's a smart little 6-year-old. He understands, he comprehends very well for his age. But do you see me? See, I used to work at a job that was paying me $13 an hour, and I had all these college degrees. I had an internship where I uh, worked with the vice president of a big number 1 trauma hospital. I worked with the vice president. I worked with the president of the hospital, the chief officer of surgeons. I was training surgeons, doctors who perform surgeries on people's brains and remove tumors, who use robots. I was training them. So how do a woman who is the first at doing an internship with the president at the number 1 trauma hospital, who the first African American woman to train physicians at the age of 21, gets a job making $13 an hour? Do you see me? I took that job. So I had to humble myself and I took that job. And then Nicole told him about my background. See, and when they finally realized that I could do so many things and that I had all these accolades and I had done so much at a young age, they brought me in and I got a promotion. They was only going to pay me $16. Do you see me? No, they have not seen me. So I was making $16.50. And when I was making only $16.50, I was helping them build a department that they knew nothing about. I was educating them about medical coding and how to read medical records and how a nurse, here I again, a nurse practitioner, a physician, how they should document notes. I'm teaching them how to train physicians. I am training physicians. I'm doing audit control. I'm doing all these quality audits. I am educating top physicians. I'm educating the owner of the company. I am educating, telling her dream of what she wants her company to be. And I'm telling her in a long email what I'm doing for her company. I was the software person, teaching her what software to use, what is good software. I'm the one who picked the compliance officer to help her. I'm the one who hired coders. I was the hiring manager. I was the tech software person. You name it. I wore so many hats to build a department, to build a company. But did she see me? No, she didn't. She did not value me. She fed her ego and her pride. And even though I was passing all these audits, educating her physicians, and signing $5 million, $5 million contracts, passing audits, getting 100% of audits, looking at contracts, reviewing contracts, getting her company a $5 million deals. Do she see me? No. It took someone to tell me they don't value you. They don't see you. They don't care about you. To hear someone say that to me, it struck a nerve and it broke my heart. And it let me know, working in a corporate setting, making $16 an hour, working on weekends, don't get off of work till like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, going into work for $16.50, hiring compliance officer, hiring all these people, making sure she's getting these $5 million contract deals. Not once did she thank me. She didn't see me. Even though the evidence was there that I was a hard worker, that I was making insurance companies come to her company and sign off because of the work that I have produced, the quality audits that I have done, the teachings that I have given her providers, to the point that her providers told her that if I'm not looking at it, if I don't see what they're doing, they're not going to work. They're not going to do it. They see my value. They reach out to me till this day to ask for my opinion, to ask for my education, to help them be successful in the things that they do. But yet, an owner of a company, a minority, she didn't see me. I left that company. It was a hard thing that I have to do, to walk out on faith, to give myself the permission to walk away. And when I gave myself permission to say, I'm not going to do this no more, I'm not going to let someone continue to devalue me and not see how much I'm worth. Do you not see my accolades? Do you not see my qualification? I'm way overqualified to be doing this. I deserve to get paid more than what you are saying that I am. How dare you degrade me to lower than 1650, knowing that I am more than capable of doing this, that I have the degrees, I have the knowledge, I have over 10 years knowledge and experience in this field, and yet you degrade me nothing more than 1650. But I'm the one that built this department. You don't see me. So I end up walking away. Took a chance, walked away. And it was hard because I depended on that income. It wasn't a lot, but I depended on that income. I depended on that, because that was going to feed my family. As I walked away from a job security because I wasn't being valued, I walked on faith. I knew I could get a job. Look at my qualifications. Look at my accolades. Look what I have. Look at my background. But I needed some time to figure out, what do I want? So I prayed. And when I prayed, I told God, I said, God, I'm ready to be that manager. I'm ready to be that supervisor. I'm ready to be that corporate. I have built companies. I have helped people get to where they are. I have signed $1 million of contracts for other people for their dreams. I'm ready to, it's my turn to live my dream. I will never forget, I was talking to Danisha over the phone, and we were doing basil leaves, and and I was writing down what I want, and I was telling. And as soon as I did that, I remember crying, not crying of fear or being upset or emotional. I remember crying because for the first time, I knew I was where exactly what I needed to be in the struggle of walking away and losing everything, not knowing how I was going to pay my bills, not knowing how I was going to put gas and food on the table, not knowing what my son and I was going to eat, but I had faith that everything was going to be okay. That moment I cried because I was filled with so much joy because my spirit and my heart and my mind all agreed that I was going to be all right, that it was coming to me. See, they never tell you when you walk away for something that you were so comfortable. But when your spirit gets irritated and you start to notice people don't see you, they don't value you, they don't appreciate you, that you have to walk away. And I had to learn to walk away. And walking away was the hardest thing that I had to do because I got so comfortable. I got so codependent on a job that was never meant for me in the first place. A company that did not value me, did not see who I was, that didn't see that all my accolades, my calls, I was overqualified. And the things that I was doing, they should have paid me more. Do you see me? The Bible says, I put it on there. The Bible said, if you seek, you shall find. If you ask, you shall receive. So I told God, you said if I have a little faith as small as a mustard seed, I can move mountains. And if I have this faith, anything that I want, anything my heart desired, I can get it. All I do is just ask you. And I asked him and I told him, this is what I want. Within less than a week, I got a call from a woman who owns a company. She's building it. I've been here before. I've helped build a lot of companies. That's what I'm known for. Building companies, educating physicians, doing contracts. That's what I'm known for. That's what I'm known for. She offered me a $10,000 sign-on bonus. I get it in small increments. She offered me to have a voice and a say so in her company. She offered me a supervisor position. She offered me this. All these things she offered me with her words. We signed a contract. I signed a contract. When I didn't sign a contract, I read the contract. I had to have a lawyer look at it to make sure I agree and this is something I want, and everything was in there. We went back and forth because everything she said on the phone wasn't lining up to the words on the paper. I signed it, big bonus, big bonus. I said, yes, I finally get what I want, supervisor. Soon as I got there at the job, only working there not even for a week, not even for a week, a lady, a white woman, her insecurity, she thought I was taking her spot. She thought I was taking her position. It was too much gossip. One thing about me, I don't like gossip. I don't like drama at a workplace. I feel it's unnecessary. I feel it's unprofessional. I'm not here for all that. I'm here because I have things to do. Every time, I had to find a daycare to pick up my son for school. So I was trying to find an aftercare program for my son. The owner knew that before she hired me. HR knew that before they hired me. It was in our contract. But yet, as I am looking and I'm going to phone, remind you, they taught me how to do, they didn't really give me good training, but they taught me how to do something once I caught on to it quick. I'm a quick learner. And I got everything done they asked me and more, so she didn't have nothing to say. My work ethic is phenomenal. I'm very intelligent when it comes to doing stuff. You teach me something, show me something once, I got it, I understand it, I keep it going. But she kept picking over and over and over again. Oh, she's not getting her work done. They check my work, everything's done. She's on the phone too much. Well, you know I'm looking for childcare. You know what I'm doing. Why is she always leaving? Kept picking to one day when they called me in a meeting, and I'm the only black woman there, all of them white, and this black man, it's a black man there. She called me and the owner wasn't there. She was out of town. So I was against four women at that facility who had a lot to say about why I get special treatment and why I get to do this, why I get that. So when they asked to sit me in a room, they wanted to talk to me. I didn't want to sit down. I could sense what was going to happen. The way she spoke to me, with her attitude, with her all up in my face and all that animosity. And the thing she said, I feel like you think you're better than us because you have all these qualifications and your resume says so much. I feel you're better than us. That's what she said to me. And right then and there, I told her, how dare you put on your emotions and your feelings and put it on me? Your insecurities is not my problem. And that right there, I walked away. I told the owner that I will no longer be around someone who treat me as if I am no one, who looks down on me and tells me how they feel about me, who try to define me, who I am, and they do not know me. You put labels and words on me because this is how you feel of your insecurities, and you try to label me as something that I am not. I would not be put in a category. I would not be boxed with words and labels because of your insecurities. You want to bestowed me. Right then and there, I looked and I walked out on the job, not knowing. I walked away from a $10,000 bonus. I walk away from a supervisor position. But see, it's funny when you're not patient and you act on something. See, I told God I wanted to be a manager. I told God I wanted to be a director. I told God I wanted to be an executive. I told God I want to be head of the company. That's what I told God, and I jumped at a position because of the money. That day I walked away not knowing again what I was going to do. I had to give back the 10,000, the money. I had to give back the money. Whew. I had to walk away from that job. I had to walk away from that job. I must have cried, 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 cried. But I didn't lose faith. First time I didn't lose faith. I was okay. Got on another interview. For the first time, I heard, what is your heart desire? What do you want? They said I told them I wanted to get paid $26 an hour. He said, I think you're worth more than that. So I said $36 an hour. They said, I think you're worth more than that. For the first time, I'm at a company who sees me. For the first time, I'm at a company who recognizes me. At the first time, I'm finally at a facility that appreciate me. For the first time, I am successful. I always been successful. For the first time, my work, my accolades, my qualification match the dollar amount that I deserve. Do you see me? The problem was, yes, these companies did not see me. Or maybe they did. I think they did because they would never hire me if they didn't see me. The problem was I didn't see myself. I didn't value myself. And that's why they were able to lowball me and get over me and use my qualifications and my accolades and use what I have to offer to gain and pay me less. See, when you don't see yourself and when you don't value yourself, people could do anything they want to you. You have to value yourself. You have to see yourself as clear as day and really know your worth. And someone who don't see you, who don't recognize you, what you put on the table, and want to box you into something negative or try to say you are these things when you know you're not, walk away. Will it be hard? Hell yes. Will you be sad? Will you cry? Yes. But walk away. The greatest blessing you could ever do is finding yourself when you know your value and you know your worth and you go out there and get it. Do you see me? No. Do you see yourself? When you see yourself, people are able to see you. Stay woke, kings and queens. Stay woke and value yourself. And that's all I got for today for sipping and spilling the tea. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Love out there. Bye.